Today's video will be talking about the top 10 BFB characters who have either given help to others or were helpful in very specific ways. Remember that this is my opinion, so you might think about it differently. You obviously know how it goes, so let's begin. Lollipop created the fork repellent, and during the very first few episodes, it made the forks become less distracting because there were so many of them, but that really isn't something big nowadays. In episode 14, her fork repellent was proved it can push lava away, thanks to what she said. Maybe in the future, her fork repellent can lift tall buildings if they're about to fall down. This one is difficult to spot, but Donut has helped take care of the show for about 3 episodes, while 4 and X have vanished into piles of dust. And also his behavior in this season is much better than BFDIA, because he's no longer that type of monster he used to be. TV is one of the mechanical minds, and his screen can do many different things that will allow his team to communicate with nearly anything or anyone, anywhere, at any time. He helped out in episodes 1 and 7, because he located the objectives for the coordinates of the basket and the ball respectively. The problem is, we don't see him that much. While many people think she's bland, Katie has actually talked a lot through this season. She has given advice to her teammates, like in episode 11, when she wants Dora to climb the stairs because Book wants to learn more about her, and in episode 12 when she entirely focused on the challenge itself and made a strategy with her team. Balloony is one of the only strong members on Beep, the weakest team in the entire show. One of his unique tricks is to use Rocky for barfing obstacles like the Jawbreakers in episode 2 and the Dirt in episode 14, allowing them to reach the underground factory very quickly. Robot Flower did more than you think for her team. First off, in episode 7, she can communicate with remote and control her movement to push the ball away from her team's goal. The only problem is that remote threatened to send a bomb to Robot Flower, making her disconnect from remote. And in episode 14, she is confirmed to be very fast and strong, because she grabbed the rocket from the moon and came back in a matter of seconds. The infinitely small black hole that looks large is next, and while you may think he looks pretty scary, he isn't really a monster at all. He is actually one of the only good black holes that you can find in your closet. In several episodes, after getting crushed by that one blue monster, he helped his team out and reminded them, as their goal is to try to keep the team alive, even after Lai has been eliminated. He's also a very handy tool for lifting others, like in episode 11, when Pi fell off the stairs on purpose to get thrown back up to the button. The last 3 are from the losers. And on my last video, I talked about Clock and this whole mystery about him, and how we can bring him back. Right now, I'll talk about why he should be brought back. As for the purpose of explaining why he is helpful, Clock's clock hands can somehow launch a basket in the air, and it can also rotate very fast when daylight savings is summoned, which means their swing went forward 50 times in just a few seconds. But not only that, he even helped 4 recover everyone that died when he was gone, and put everyone who was eliminated into the exit. Loser himself is considered helpful in many obvious ways, for being strong enough to lift baskets from episodes 1, to free his teammates, and 6, to protect them from the Twinkle, and all of a sudden he gets eliminated and thrown into a liar ball in episode 7, and then most of the contestants freaked out. Also, the thing Loser said in the beginning, to be honest, was not a lie. Poppers have been around for decades in real life, so what's the point of calling someone out, just because you think the poppers are new? You're probably surprised about this, but Pin is number 1. I don't know if I can list every reason she's here, but I'll try. In the first episode, she reminded her team about the challenge while they were distracted from cheering on Loser. In the third, she has explained that 4 is a pretty annoying host because of how much he screams at the contestants, and it is at least something we could agree with. In the 8th, she has given advice to her team about Loser after he got eliminated. She states that her team is still very strong, even without him. And finally, in the 14th, she talked to Book about the whole situation with Taco for a couple minutes. And for every time she spoke, since the start of the season, she was so nice, clever, and respectful. Her words might have helped people in the real world. If you still don't know what I mean, I recommend watching either episodes 8, 10, or 14. And now this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Comment below if you have different opinions. I will see you guys later.